The National Human Rights Commission of Korea says the 2014 arrest of a Nigerian man was a violation of his rights, as both police and prosecutors refused his repeated requests to contact the Nigerian embassy for more than a week. That man is now looking to sue, and I spoke with him about what happened when he was arrested back in November of 2014.
My name is Maxwell Juteman. I've been in Korea for 3 years and 6 months. I came to Korea in the first place purposely for business. I was arrested because I believe there was an allegation of theft with my name, and I was declared wanted because they said I did not attend court. So for that, I was declared wanted. And this event happened on the 11th of November 2014. I was under detention for 11 days. And the treatment I received, they dehumanized me because I was not accorded the right I was supposed to be accorded. I never exercised my rights, and I was abused by the police.
Maxwell says despite repeated requests to contact his embassy, police not only refused, but actively prevented him from receiving assistance.
I told them how to contact my embassy. They did not allow me. Even when I contacted my embassy through a pastor that visited me in the detention, when my embassy official came, they lied to them that I don't need the help of the embassy. They forged a paper and said I signed that the embassy should not interfere with my case, that I don't need the help of the embassy. They lied. So it wasn't a mistake at all. It was a deliberate intention. It wasn't a mistake. They lied to my embassy. My embassy officials were there at the detention center. One of them came. They lied that I don't need the help of the embassy, and that is more of the reason why I'm fighting back. Why I want to sue them. They should be punished for that. It was a deliberate act. It wasn't a mistake.
The Korea Herald reports police and prosecutors have shifted responsibility onto each other. Police say they were only in charge of the initial investigation, while prosecutors disagree and say the police should have contacted the Nigerian embassy. Lawyers for a Democratic Society attorney Yuna Lee says no matter who's to blame, anyone who is arrested in South Korea has rights that shouldn't be violated.
Not just foreigners, any people who is arrested, they are informed to have a right to talk to a lawyer. And the Miranda principle, they are supposed to tell them why they're arresting. And they also they're going to usually ask that person where they have to tell, if police usually ask the defendant, who receive allegation, that which person or each entity we should contact to, because the police need to inform about the arrestment fact to the person that defendants wants to inform to. So for foreigners, it's usually embassy, yes.
Maxwell was eventually set free after being found not guilty, but that's not where the story ends, as his original arrest wasn't even necessary. Police were looking for him not because he had committed a crime, but because another man had given authorities his name and ARC number after being caught by the police while stealing.
The guy in question, we were working together here in the office before, so he knows my information. I believe he told them he was me. He did not tell them I was involved. He told them he was me. So the police believe he was me. That was what the police believe. But my ID has a passport. My ID has a photograph on it. So the police were unable to differentiate the photograph in the ID from the person they arrested. That was very unprofessional of the police. It was too careless.
Maxwell says he's now looking for legal representation in order to receive compensation for the treatment he was given, but he hasn't found a South Korean lawyer who's willing to help.
I've been meeting with lawyers to know possible suit I can file to the government for those people involved in this act to be punished and for me to be compensated for the damages this act has brought to me. the damages. This has damaged my reputation in Korea here. It has damaged my name. This is a deformation of character. So any good lawyer that is interested in picking up the case should come up and help me and prosecute these people. The lawyers I've been meeting, they are telling me, so when I meet them, they tell me, sorry, we don't handle this kind of case, sorry. So I just want to fight this case, I get justice to this case, and leave the country. I don't feel comfortable here anymore. I don't feel safe here anymore.
Attorney Yuna Lee says when someone can't find a lawyer to represent them here in South Korea, there are usually two reasons.
When lawyers do not want to take the case, it is so obvious that they might lose the case. If the case is obviously not going to win, then they wouldn't want to fight, right? Lawyers wouldn't want to fight. Or that person doesn't want to pay the lawyer fee, then the lawyers do not want to work. Because sometimes lawyers, even though it's failed, if that person really wants to hire a lawyer and pay the lawyer fee, they will do the job. And we do have a lot of lawsuits against Korean government too. So, if they think it's worth it, then they will do it.
And finally, Lee says it's especially important for foreigners to consult a lawyer immediately if they are accused of a crime here in South Korea.
If foreigners are accused of a crime, I think it's more vulnerable than Korean, mainly because of the language obstacle, and also maybe the police officer would not be, more not careful about following the procedure. It could, I can't guarantee that it will be, but I think they're more vulnerable at that. So I think the foreigners need to more aware of the procedure and that they're right to have it. And it's really better to contact the lawyer as soon as something happened to them. There are lawyers who are willing and able to help assist. So I think it's important to access them when it happens as soon as possible, or it's gonna happen. I think it's just better to contact the lawyer and defend yourself at the initial stage.
For KoreaFM.net, I'm Chance Dorland.